Ladies and gentlemen, you are certainly welcome back to the channel. Keith here from Commander Hoops. If this is your first time viewing the channel, please do like and subscribe. I hope you like the new background, the new crest. I want to give a massive shout out to clubcrest.co.uk for the LED light. Unbelievable. Came in a couple of days. It's massive. It's absolutely huge. They're on TikTok and they're also on Instagram, so do check in the description. So let's talk about a bit of transfer activity. We obviously got the centre back in yesterday, Gustav from Elfsborg, 3 million quid, 6'3". He's played 19 games already in the Swedish league this season, so he's fit to go. He might feature the weekend against Kamarnak, and he said great things about the Swedish connection with Lustig, Johan, Henrik, all playing for the club, and Karl Starfelt as well. We can't forget Mestorovic and Freddie Lundberg as well in there. But exciting times. Look at a bit of ammunition at the centre back, but we're looking at to replace Jota. We're still wondering who's going to come in, what we're going to pay. We've got over 25 million for Jota from the Saudi club Ahid, and we're linked with another Portuguese winger. A Portuguese winger that's 27 years of age, that's playing in the English Premier League, a guy called Daniel Podence. Now, I'm sorry if I pronounced that wrong. To some people, it's spelled like this, it's said this way, Keith. I don't care. I'll say which way I want to say, but so he's 27, cap for Portugal. He's played just under 100 games for Wolves. He signed for Wolves back in 2020. He has a bit of Champions League experience in there as well, with the likes of Olympiacos. Played for Sporting Lisbon as well. He came through their academy. So this is a guy that's valued at 12 million at the moment. Are Celtic going to pay 12 million for the winger? The chances are quite slim, folks. I'm just going to be brutally honest. You know, Brendan hasn't really seen that war challenge yet. You know, the players that we brought in, realistically, are being just used out of Jota money. The likes of Holm, Naroski, you know, Karl Starfelt obviously going. We used his fee from Celta Vigo towards getting Gustav in, you know, Market Tolilo, the two Korean boys. Like, we haven't really seen Celtic spend the money in a high value so far, breaking their transfer kitty that Brendan was promised. It may be next season, or maybe in January, but at this moment in time, some Celtic fans are feeling a bit anxious that we don't have enough corner squad. Yeah, we have enough players to win us games, but we need more core, we need more ammunition, especially for Champions League, especially for cup runs. We need more players, because we seen the weekend Carter Vickers pulled up an injury, Rio Tate pulled up an injury, and we're only 2 domestic games in, and we have a long season ahead, folks. So hopefully we go for Daniel Podence. As I said, but how much would I pay him? Reportedly, Steve McGowan tweeted that Celtic aren't interested and they're eyeing him up. We've been interested as well with this non-left back. Is it going to happen with Merlin as well? Are we going to pay 8 million for Merlin? Are we going to pay 8 million for Daniel, the Portuguese winger? Now, he has 12 goals for Wolves and 6 assists. Now, that seems quite poor stats. That's just Premier League stats. That's not Carabao Cup and FA Cup in there as well. So, looking at his goals he has scored and the way he is contributes as a player, he has a real Jota vibe about him. He really has a Jota vibe. Yeah, his stats might be prolific as Jota's goal to games, because Jota was playing in a different league from the Premier League. So I hope we get him. I hope we fork out and we break the Edward fee. I know I've said this a couple of times on the channel, but we're still looking for the goalkeeper. There's been no activity, there's been no rumours, there's been no links for any other goalkeeper instead of Croatian Likovic, and reports that he's going to Turkey. You know, the deal broke down with Fenerbahce and then it's back on the table. So I think Celtic's fault there. Soro is going to a second division team that's 20th in the second division of France, Valion. So let him go there. The fee's meant to be 130 grand. We bought him for 2 million. We're selling for 130 grand. Yet we take a hit on that. He hasn't played much. He was on loan in Portuguese football last season. So I wish the man the very best from the Ivory Coast. I do wish him the very best. Some of the words I say sound like I'm stuttering. It's not just the eye infection I have. Has affected me sleep the last couple of days, folks. But the other good news is Basson Lahal has joined Fleetwood Town, Scott Brown's team, so he'll be down there on loan with Montgomery. So Scott Brown will be obviously keeping tabs with Brendan Rodgers, telling the progress. So there might be a future there for Lahal and Montgomery. You know, some of our players have gone out on loan. Mark Fearson's gone to Queen's Park. You know, Young Summers has gone to Dunfermline. So the youth are getting loaned out. They're getting long-term deals, and hopefully they can come back with goals, with games, less injuries. You know, I've said about Mikey Johnson, I don't know where he sits in the pecking order. He's meant to come back from injury soon. Marco Toledo's on the grass. We might see him shortly as well. As the Johnson's back training. I don't know what the situation is. Carter Vickers, haven't heard much about his update. Rio Atate is going to be out for a month with his hamstring injury. Well, his calf injury, which one you want to say. So, yeah, he's out for a month. So that's really it, folks. Nothing really else to talk about. We're looking forward to the game the weekend against Kilmarnock on Sunday. 3 o'clock kickoff on Via Play. So that's really it, folks. Speak to you all soon. Let me know your thoughts. Hell.